everyone. This is the Joint Committee of Hawaiian Affairs and Committee on Ways and Means. We're here for one session. This is being live streamed. I'd like to remind our testifiers you have 2 minutes for your testimony, and if it's easier, you can stand on your testimony. So with that, we have one motion on the agenda, Senate Bill 903, Senate Draft Number 1. We have one testifier. Oha, please.
Good morning, chairs, vice chairs, members of the committees. Lena Alalay, Director of Advocacy for Office of Hawaiian Affairs with Chair Kahele. We will stand on our written comments, emphasizing the need for the Public Lands Trust Working Group to finish its scope of work before there's a baseline for settlement discussions, and available to answer any further questions you might have.
Okay, thank you. Just stay right there since you're only testifier. Senators, any questions for Oha? Seeing none, we'll move right into decision making. Recess. Back in session. On Senate Bill 903, Senate Draft 1, is recommendation of the chair to make some tech amendments to blank the appropriations and defect the date to June 30, 2059.
Bless you.
Hearing no discussion, Senator Keokalole for the vote.
Members passing with amendments. Chair Richards.
Aye.
Vice Chair San Buenaventura. Excused. Senator Ihara. Excused. Keokalole goes aye. Senator DeCourt.
Aye.
Recommendation adopted.
Thank you.
Ways and Means, same recommendation, chair votes aye.
The recommendations, SB 903, chair votes aye, vice chair votes aye, Senator Aquino.
Aye.
Senator DeCoy. Excuse. Senator Elafante.
Aye.
Senator Hashimoto.
Aye.
Senator Inoue. Aye. Senator Kanubo.
Aye.
Senator Kidani. Aye. Senator Kim. Excused. Senator Lee.
Aye.
Senator Wakai.
Yes.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Measure adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Motion been adopted. We are adjourned.
We're calling the 10 a.m. meeting to order. This meeting, including the audio and video of remote participants, is being streamed live on YouTube. You will find links to different options for Senate meetings on our live and on-demand video page of our website. In the event that we have to abruptly end this hearing, the committee will reconvene on Wednesday, February 19, 10:02 a.m. in this room. A public notice will be posted on our website. For those participating remotely, all testifier audio will be muted and video disabled until shortly before it's your turn to testify. There will be a 1-minute limit on verbal testimony. A timer will be visible. If there are any glitches during your time to testify, we'll be moving on to the next person due to time constraints. However, we have your written testimony. Okay. First item is SB 439. Recommendation is to pass with amendments adopting LRB tech amendments. Any discussions? Oh, recommendation. Where's the testifier? Okay, recess. Okay, we're in recess in the 10 a.m., but we're gonna convene the 10:02. First item is SB 497, sorry, 934.
I'm confused.
This is the 10:02 agenda. The recommendation is to pass with amendments adopting the proposed SD1 and recommitting the bill back to Ways and Means. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
Okay, SB 934, to recommit. Chair votes aye, Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Aquino,
Aye.
Senator Decoit. Excuse, Senator Elafante.
Aye.
Senator Hashimoto.
Aye.
Senator Inoue. Senator Kanuha.
Aye.
Senator Kidani. Senator Kim. Senator Lee.
Aye.
Senator Wakai.
Yes.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Motion adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 935. Recommendation is to adopt the proposed SD1 and recommit back to Ways and Means. 935. SB 935.
Wait.
The vote sheet for 935.
935.
Okay, any discussion?
Oh, okay.
If not, chair votes aye.
What was the recommendation?
Uh,
935.
Amendments and recommit.
What was this one?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay. So this is SB 935 to recommit. All members present, anyone voting no, or the reservation. Motion adopted.
Thank you. Okay, adjourn. Okay, we're going to calling to order the 10:01 agenda, starting with SB 65. Okay, first item, SB 65. Recommendation is to pass with amendments, blank the appropriation, effective date to 2050. Any discussion? If not, chair votes aye.
Okay, all members present, SB 65 passed with amendments. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation. Motion adopted. So
Thank you. Next item, SB 125. Recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopt LRB tech amendments, and for the purposes of this section, value-added agricultural products shall be defined as a product that has been processed, enhanced, or otherwise modified beyond the raw state in a manner that increases their economic value and that meet the criteria established for the Hawaii Seal of Quality under HRS 148-63 by the Department of Agriculture. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
all members present, anyone voting no with reservation. Motion adopted.
Next item, SB 227. Recommendation is to pass an amendment. Sorry, pass with amendments, adopting LRB tech amendments. Any discussion?
SB 227 passed with amendments. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation. Measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 328. Recommendation is to pass with amendments effective the date to 2050. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 328, all members passed with amendments. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation. Motion, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 329, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 329 passed with unamended. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 383, recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopt LRB tech amendments, and effect the date upon approval. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 383 passed with amendments. Any members voting no or with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 448, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 448 passed unamended. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 465, recommendation is to pass with amendments, the effective date to 2050. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
This is SB 558.
465.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, 465 pass with,
Wait, defective date. Yeah.
SB 465 pass with amendments. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 558, recommendation is to pass with amendments. Insert clarifying amendment to define open access, wider network, and world-class products in the bill. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 558, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 576, recommendation is to pass with amendments, effective the date to 2050. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 576, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 744, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 744 pass unamended, anyone voting no with reservation.
Reservation,
Oh, reservation for Inoue,
reservations.
just for Inoue. Anyone else? Okay. Motion adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 789, recommendation is to pass with amendments. We shall insert language that says this act shall take effect on its effective date, provided that the Department of Education meets the statutory goals outlined in 302A-4056. If the Department of Education fails to meet its goals, then this act shall be repealed January 1st, 2031. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 828, recommendation is to defer till February 19th to 10:02 in this room. Next item, SB 997, recommendation is to pass with amendments. Insert an amendment to narrow the scope of the preferential rate to firm renewables. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1023, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item is SB 1065. Recommendation is to pass with amendments. Adopting LRB tech amendments and effecting the date upon approval. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1065, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1220. Recommendation is deferring till February 19th, 10:02 in this room. Next item, 1232, recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopting LRB tech amendments. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1232, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1234, recommendation is to pass with amendments, inserting a preamble section to provide clarification on the bill. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1234, pass with amendments, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1252. Recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopt LRB tech amendments, and provide an effective date upon approval. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1252, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Recess. Okay, next item, SB 1269, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1269, pass unamended. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Next item, SB 1360, recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopting LRB tech amendment. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1361, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
All members present, anyone voting no on SB 1361, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1381, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
All members present on SB 1381, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, 1388, recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopt LRB tech amendments, and clarify that the two new SFA board members created in this measure will be ex officio voting members. Change language in the purpose section and section 2 to reflect this clarification. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1388, passed with amendments. All members present, anyone voting no with reservation, motion adopted.
Chair, I can recess.
Recess. Next item, SB 1487, recommendation is we'll be deferring this till 10 a.m. on February 26th in this room. Next item, SB 1491, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1491, all members present, anyone voting no with reservations, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1530, recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1530, passed unamended. All members present, anyone voting no or with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 1536. Recommendation is to pass with amendments, adopt LRB tech amendments, and effect date upon approval. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1536, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Next item, SB 1543. Recommendation is to pass with amendments, adding language to clarify on page 4, line 3, that this will only apply to contracts approved following the enactment of this act. Adding language to clarify on page 4, line 2, that the amount shall be applied to each individual contract that the purchasing agent requires service for. Any discussion? If not, chair votes aye.
SB 1543, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Okay, and last item, SB 1547. Recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not chair votes aye.
SB 1547 passed unamended. Anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Okay, IT. Okay, calling back to order the 10 a.m. agenda. First item is SB 439. DLNR.
Good morning, Chair, members of the committee. Kirk Cottrell, Administrator for the Division of State Parks, DLNR. You had me worried for a moment when you said there was no one to testify on this one.
So you have 1 minute, so keep it going.
Okay, I hear you. We provided comments, and it was hard not to support the bill, but we're basically doing everything that the bill is requesting at this point. We are doing studies, and my testimony has the 8 criteria that we typically apply to the state park units that are under consideration for fees. So we have 10 collecting now and 5 that are under examination. We have the rules through 13146 that are attached as the exhibit, where we've already had the board designate which state parks will be applicable to fees. The one exception this bill does that's interesting, and I appreciate the creativity, is the reference to the Consumer Price Index. Couple sessions ago in Act 194, SLH 21, you guys did approve that the land board could in fact adjust our fees rather than us having to go out for rulemaking. That was primarily to try to experiment with surge or dynamic pricing, which we haven't started to do yet, but it's on our list of things to do. And again, Act 194, allows us to do the which fees will apply where. And yes, the fees already go into our state park special fund. So we appreciate the bill, but we're basically doing everything the bill requests now, and it's working quite well. Thank you.
Probably the problem is not fast enough.
Well,
We've been talking about this for years now. But that's not a question.
I understand.
Okay, next testifier, Oha. Okay. Kua Aina Ulu Au Amo. In support. Resources Legacy Fund. In support. Care for Aina Now Coalition.
Aloha, Chair, Vice Chair, and members of the committee. My name is Hannah Lee Ziak, and I'm here on behalf of the Care for Aina Now Coalition and our leadership committee in full support of SB 439. Our organization is comprised of over 60 different organizations, all of which who care deeply about the protection of our Aina, and we believe that this bill would provide necessary funding for natural resource protection and restoration. So we're in full support of this bill, and we urge that you do as well. I'm here for any questions. Mahalo.
Thank you. Coalition Earth. In support. Tax Foundation.
Not present on Zoom, Chair.
Okay, comments. And then we have 2 opposed individuals and 1 support. Anyone else wishing to testify on SB 439? Next item, SB 938, DOTEX.
Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, and committee members. Gary Sugunuma, Director of Taxation. The department stands on its written testimony offering comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Ruth Love. In support. Anyone else wishing to testify? Okay, next item, HB 1440, Ombudsman.
Hello, Mr. Chair, Vice Chair, members, Robin Matsunaga, State Ombudsman, I stand on my written testimony in support of the bill.
Thank you. Members, any questions? LRB.
Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, members of the committee. Charlotte Carter Yamauchi, Director of the Legislative Preference Bureau. We stand in strong support of this bill. We have a written testimony. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to try to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you, members. Any questions? Go ahead.
Are there any vacant positions within the Preference Bureau? Do you guys have any vacancies?
Yes, we do.
And then the numbers of positions that's sufficient for you to complete your research for finishing, how much you need?
Well, we would like the amount that's in the bill for us, but yes, we're trying to get all of our work done with the staff that we have at the moment.
How much you would need if you would need the positions to do what you need to do in LRB, what the positions that you would need more?
We're asking for on the administrative side, our LURBSO side, our systems office. We would like to reestablish that as a full-fledged division. So we're asking for an administrator and an IT person, and then a securities person. So software programming and IT. Those are the main positions we need. We do have in our budget to fill the other positions. We're just unable to hire at the moment.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Office of the Auditor.
Good morning. I'm Les Kondo. I'm the state auditor. Daria Loigoto is the deputy auditor. She's in the second row. Anyway, thank you for the opportunity to testify. We support the bill, at least as it relates to my office and the funding to my office. We're a really valuable resource for the legislature. And I feel like perhaps the legislature could use us as that resource more regularly. We provide insight as to how programs that the legislature creates and funds, how they're performing. We assess their performance, how they're performing effectively, efficiently, et cetera. I think my office needs to do more. We're going to try to do more. We started 2 audits just last week, one about Department of Education's Farm to School program. And we also started an audit about DOBOR's leasing of their mooring slips at the state harbors. So those are 2 that we thought we could do in a relatively short time frame, waiting for whatever the legislature may provide for us to do after session. So we're hopeful to get those done in the relatively, I don't want to say near future, I want to say sometime in the middle of the summer. Anyway, thank you very much. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, members. Any questions? Ethics Commission.
Aloha, Chair, Vice Chair, Robert Harris on behalf of the Hawaii State Ethics Commission, members of the committee as well. We will send on a written testimony and available for any questions you might have. Thank you.
Thank you, members. Any questions? And we have 2 individuals in support. Anyone else wishing to testify? Okay, we're going to decision making. First item, SB 439. Recommendation is to pass with amendments adopting LRB Tech Amendment. Any discussion? If not, Chair votes aye.
All members present, anyone voting no with reservation on SB 439, measure adopted.
Thank you. Next item, SB 938. Recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not, Chair votes aye.
All members present on, SB 938, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. And last item, HB 1440. Recommendation is to pass unamended. Any discussion? Not, Chair votes aye.
SB 1440, all members present, anyone voting no with reservation, measure adopted.
Thank you. Adjourn.